Hi pretties! Today we're going to be doing our estrogen shot together. I do mine every Sunday morning. I've been doing estrogen injections for 2.5 years now, so I do have a little bit of experience with it, and I just wanted to pay that forward and share my experience, as well as if someone's feeling lonely out there and doesn't want to do their shot alone, you could put this video on and we could do it together. So I keep all of my stuff for my HRT in my stealth drop bag. It's super cute and super convenient, literally meant for holding the HRT. You can hold your needles, syringes, your injection needles, little pocket for your hormones, as well as a perfect spot for your alcohol wipes and your band-aids. So really worth the investment if you can get your hands on one of these, just to keep things organized if you're traveling or whatever. But let's get started. So first and foremost, we are going to take the alcohol wipe and sanitize the top of our hormone vial. Any dust or impurities, we don't want that going into our body. While that air dries, gonna get my syringe ready. So for the syringe, for the pulling the hormones out into the syringe, I use an 18 gauge needle as recommended by my doctor. And it's going to be a bit bigger than the one that goes into you, just because you're pulling the hormone out of the vial. So it's intimidating, but don't be alarmed. This isn't the one that touches your body. So we are going to fill it with air with the amount that goes into us. I take 2.5 every week. I put it just a smidgen over so that when we're getting rid of the air bubbles and some comes out, we're not losing any of our dose. Inject the air. Sorry if you can't see it. Inject the air. Pull it out. A little slowly. This part takes a little bit of time just because you got to clear out the air bubbles that get trapped in there, like this. When you're going intramuscular, it's not as risky to get an air bubble the way it would be if you're going into like a vein, the way you see in the movies and whatnot, but still you don't want air taking up space for where your dose is. We want all of it. All of that. All right, so pull it back out. So it's just the estrogen to 2.5. Boop. Put this baby back on there. So now we're done with the big scary needle. We're going to take the one that goes into our leg now, and this is a 22. If I'm not mistaken. It doesn't say it on here, but from what I remember, it's 22, it's 22. Which is a thinner needle because you don't want it to hurt. My dumbass did try to use the thicker needle in the past, and not only did it not work, that shit hurt. And we don't want to do that to ourselves. So that's filled. We are now going to take our second alcohol wipe and find where we are going to do the injection. The way I find my location is I kind of put my hand up to where my hip is at, and right here at the middle finger, that's how low I go. I've gone too low, like too close to my knee before, and that's where I tend to see an increase in accidentally hitting a capillary or a vein or whatever it's called, and blood comes out, and it's very alarming. Not damaging in the sense that like I hit an artery and but it's still like, it's shocking. You don't want that. This is a fun experience. This is a positive experience. We're taking care of ourselves, right? All right. So now that that's sanitized, we are going to push out just a little bit more air that'll be trapped in the needle that we're about to use. Let's see if you can show. I think it shows best on my shirt. Not too fast. So again, bam. See that little droplet coming out? That's how we know the air is out, and now hormones are going out. Can you see? All right. Still get a little nervous. It's fine. It's normal to get nervous. It's normal to get nervous when you're putting a needle in your leg, right? You can see. I like to do my injections right after I take a shower, so the skin is softer. Full transparency, I did drink coffee this morning, which I do not recommend doing before your injection. Caffeine tends to make your pain receptors a bit more active, so you are more likely to feel it. Remember to breathe. Go into your leg. Come on. Oh, there we go. Skin was a little dry. I haven't been drinking enough water, so it did give a little resistance. You're gonna put the needle all the way down to the base of it. And my friend just taught me this. You're gonna pull just a smidgen so that your blood mixes with the hormones, and then I like to inject just a little slower, just because I feel like if I go too fast, it might hurt. I don't know if there's science behind that, but that's just what my brain says. And we're done. Fully injected. Put this back on so we don't accidentally poke ourselves. Take that up. As you can see, I got a little bit of drop of blood. That's fine. Bam, all done. All right,